Hey Matthew, hopefully you can hear me this time. I made the video a while ago, which I will still send to you. I just gotten this microphone, and because people were having a hard time hearing me over the noise and things like that, so I just got the microphone, made the whole video for you, and it didn't pick up my voice. So I don't know if I didn't have it on or what. I'm still kind of learning this part of it. So what I wanted to do is, like I said, I'm going to still send you that video so you can see me taking it down. But this one I just wanted to make so that way you can hear me this time, and I'll go over your transmission, just kind of like a review. So first I had to take off the tail housing to the overdrive section, got it torn apart. Had to use a special press for it and everything. Hopefully you can see me okay. Sorry if I keep looking at you, but just want to make sure you see everything. Got it all taken apart. Everything looked good in it, like I was expecting as far as the hard parts. The only thing that you need is the steels, like we talked about. The clutches were burnt, and the overdrive sprag. You're getting an updated overdrive sprag in that. On the rest of this is your forward clutches. In the video, you'll see me taking it out and apart. Clutches are burnt. Just go over it with you again. Clutches are burned as well with the steels. They're burnt, so they're going to get replaced. Also, your pistons, that comes in your kit. Your pistons will get replaced. Not your pistons, but the cylinder rings on the pistons will get replaced. That's also in your kit. Your direct drum, the same thing. Clutches are burnt, and the steels and the piston. Once I go to rebuild it, you'll get all new seals, bushings, and all that in there. One thing that I need to show you is that the pump, I showed you in the video, but you couldn't hear me or anything. Pump was great, looked real good. You have a lot of metal throughout this transmission. I mean, a whole lot of metal. And the only place that I can find that it was coming from was the torque converter. So that's a good thing. All your hard parts, everything, let me get those back up there. All your hard parts, your planets, all that was great. You don't need them. They're fine. Your shaft, your sun shell is fine. Just need to clean them up, get all the metal off of them when I go to build it. Your bands are being replaced. This is your intermediate band, and you'll see in the video once I take it apart, it goes around your direct drum. It's for second gear. It has, of course, seen better days. It's all cracking, burnt. This is supposed to look like a real reddish color. The clutches are supposed to look like a greenish color. The reason why is because they know that they had an overheating issue with this. So they updated the clutches and everything to a more of a heat resistant clutch pack. And the same way if you're band. On your low reverse band, which is in the back of the case, this is your reverse band. It's going to be replaced. If you see here, it's real thin. That just means over time it's just worn out. If it was to wear out anymore, that's when you get into this, which is fine. That's your reverse drum, which just wraps around. You can see the rings on it. And that's where it starts eating it apart because of the metal against metal. So we want to keep that from happening by getting a new fresh band, and it's going to be a lot thicker than that, a whole lot thicker. The other thing I wanted to show you is your valve body. Your valve body is fine, except for what I was talking to you about yesterday. There's a spring in here. It was fine. A lot of times that spring breaks, but this one was fine. It actually had the heavy duty spring in it, which I was surprised it had. So somebody had replaced that spring at some point. Your solenoids, the one bad thing about this unit is the solenoids are open, which there's nothing really to protect them. So most of the time they're bad anyway. It's not like any other transmissions. And what I mean by open is you see all that metal, if you can see that right there, that metal in the solenoids and stuff, that gets caked up in there. It don't matter how good I wash it out, it's not going to work. Trust me, I have done this a long time and it don't work. This spring setup here is fine. Sometimes they'll blow out. That's fine. It looks like somebody's actually already replaced that. It looks like everything was original in this. It looks like at some point somebody did go through the valve body, make a few updates there. Not all the updates in your kit. You've got more updates that I'll be doing to the valve body once I go through it. This is your pan. See how black it was where the fluid was burnt? Of course, you could smell it anyway. Hopefully you could see that there. And there's a ton of metal all over the place. The pan's blackish anyway, but you've got all this metal. And this is the spring I was telling you about. It was a good heavy duty spring. A lot of times they're real thin and they break. So somebody has already replaced it with the updated spring. But I'm still going to do more updates in it. And the kit comes with that spring anyway, so I'll just go ahead and put that other spring in there. So that is about it as far as reviewing everything. I'm sorry about the sound. That is my fault. I think I must have not turned it on correctly or something like that. If you have any questions, just feel free to text me, call me, whatever. I did get your parts ordered. They're going to be here tomorrow. So it will take me a good day and a half to put everything back together, clean it up, put everything back together. Now, let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll try to get you done by Thursday. You're going to get a receipt of all this anyway, of everything broken down, just like but everything you'll see is what I'm charging you is what it costs me. Only difference is that I told you you're gonna have tax added to it on the parts only, and then that solenoids that I was telling you about that may have to be replaced, and I told you we just settle up on it. So yours, the labor, of course, to me is $500. Parts come out to be $640.15. Total of tax and all $1140.15. You paid me $720 yesterday, and when you pick it up, you're left with the difference on the parts and the labor, $420.15. So that's all you owe me is just $420.15 when you come pick up the transmission. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask me anything you want to. Again, I'm sorry about the video, but I'm gonna send it to you anyway. Even though it's silent and you can't hear anything, you'll still see me taking it apart, and you'll see how I take things apart and everything. All right, buddy. talk to you later. I will be in touch with you when I get it all built and all that.